pause and copy. Let's do a more involved example. So I got two parabolas. I should find out where they intersect to get an idea of what this region is. So what's my intersection? Well, I set these two things equal to each other, and I get something. So solve by factoring as usual, bring everything over to one side. I will choose the right-hand side. Divide by 2 because make my life a bit easier. Now I factor. So I get x is 1, 4. So what is the rough idea? Two parabolas. Say 4 is here. That would make 2 right there, and then 1 will be there. So I don't need a super accurate figure. I just need to know that they intersect at x equals 1. What do I get if I plug that in there? I get 4. Whatever, doesn't really matter. Got an intersection point there. And then I get, I also get 4 over here. The point is that you have two parabolas. One is facing up, one is facing down. Let's make a nice, ooh, funny looking parabola, but you get the idea. And there's my region. So as above, I will draw a rectangle and begin thinking about what happens to that guy. So as before, I have, let's say, a radius r. So the radius is from my axis of rotation, the y-axis, to the rectangle in question. I'll call that r. Now the height of my rectangle is a bit different here. My height will be the difference between these two functions. So it's going to be the upper minus the lower. So what is the upper function? Well, the upper function is the guy who's going down, the guy facing down here, right? So that's this guy. He has the negative in front of the x squared. So the height is the difference. Here's going to be 5x minus x squared, upper function, minus the lower function, which is the other guy, x squared minus 5x plus 8. So what do you get there? Minus 2x squared plus 10x minus 8. Now, as before, we'll be doing this volume integral. And the general pattern here is, well, okay, I'm going from 1 to 4, that's no surprise. I'm going to have 2 pi r, and then you have your height of your rectangle. So again, to recap, the r is the distance between the axis of rotation and the rectangle in question. And the height is, well, the height of the rectangle. In my case, it was the upper function minus the lower function. So again, this time, our r is nice and simple. It's just x. Okay. If if I have a point right here, I would call it x, and then the y coordinate would be from the lower function x squared minus 5x plus 8. This point here. Okay, so I'm going to take my r, which is x, plug that in to my integral here. Take my height, so the height of my rectangle, more than this guy right here, of course. Plug that in, and I will be off to the races. 2 pi x this time. Height was minus 2x squared plus 10x minus 8. I lost an x up here somehow. Must have been my palm grazing it ever so softly. Oh, whatever. 10x, you get the idea. All right, there's my integral. And I'll grind this out. Hopefully no mistakes as I go. Watch carefully. Why don't I bring the 2 pi out? It's just going to annoy me, isn't it? Minus 2x cubed. Okay, watch carefully as I attempt to do this at 8:18 at night. A little bit tired, not gonna lie. But I got my game face on. Alright, whoop, 1 to 4. Oh boy. 2 pi. Oh boy, what do I do? What do I do? Aha. Minus x to the 4 over 4. No, over 2. Plus 10x cubed over 3. Oh, this is going to be awful. Minus 4x squared from 1 to 4. Double check just by doing a quick derivative here. Make sure everything lines up the way I want it to. Yep. Okay, moving on. Now the fun part. Plug in those numbers. What do you get? You get a headache. Okay, 4 to the power of 4. What is that? Ooh, too big. 256 divided by 2 is minus 128. 4 cubed is 64. Oh, 640 over 3. Oh, that stings. Minus 64. And then minus -1/2 plus 10/3 minus 4. Okay. Okay. Still going. Okay, what do? I'll put this guy and this guy together. What's that? Minus 192. And I'll put this guy and this guy together. What does that give me? 630 over 3. Oh, I like that. 630 over 3. Puts a smile on my face. What's left? -1/2 minus 1/4. 4 minus 4. That would be minus 4.5. But becomes plus 4.5. Which is 9 over 2. If I get through this without a mistake, it's going to be a miracle. Where was I? 2 pi. Plus, what is that? 210. Plus 9 over 2. 2 pi. What was that? 18. plus 9 over 2, which is 2 pi, 36 plus 9, 45 over 2. Oh my gosh, I did it. That is the correct answer. Take a bow.